Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to violence.
Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is sex and violence at its best.
It's so beautiful and wacky, you're kind of just sucked into this thing.
You've got a weird sense of humor.
Try again, I get funnier.
Faster Pussycat is an intoxicatingly cinematic film.
It's about strong women, sexy strong women.
Look, I better go! What's your hurry, honey? He's not going to run away.
It's all about getting a piece for the girls. It's all about, you know, about female aggression and girls kicking back and rioting.
I don't know if we'll ever figure out what Russ Meyer and Tura Satana and Haji and Lori Williams, you know, how they figured it out, but there's magic in that movie.
There was something really freeing about just saying, like, you know, fuck all, I'm just gonna fucking tear it up through the desert, get what I want, and be a woman doing it.
What do you want?
Everything, or as much as I can get.
Well, I'm Peaches Christ, and you are at the Bridge Theater in San Francisco, and it's my opening night kickoff for Midnight Mass, which is my midnight movie event. Tonight's feature film is Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. Tura Satana is like a huge idol of mine, and so tonight is super special. I mean, it's so exciting, you know, to have my idol here on stage for one of my favoriteest movies, and to share it with San Francisco.
This is the first movie where girls kick butt.
Much later, Billy.
I'm a fan of Russ Meyer, and I'm a fan of Midnight Mass, so that's why I'm on tonight.
It's the first time on the big screen, and I want to show it to my friend David. And I'm looking forward to this for my whole life.
I like the part where she kills the guy by breaking his back. That's what I like. Breaking his back!
Platinum stiff in his heap. He's had a bad accident.
Tura Satana's got it all. Who cannot love big tits, big hair, and big attitude?
She's sort of like the female Johnny Cash. She's larger than life. She's got the cleavage. She's got the black.
Careful, honey. You're a real fire hazard.
Easy, baby. You're almost a fire hazard.
It's been so long that honestly, I'm pretty much expecting that I'll be surprised by it again.
If you have any alcoholic beverages, please do not let me or anyone else who works at this theater see them, or they will be confiscated from you.
There you go. Make sure you get a handstand, please.
Can I have a large popcorn, please?
We have 2 sold-out shows. Tomorrow night's show is sold out today. You know, I could probably have booked another one.
45. Okay, so that's 15.
I said I love a lot to love, hanging on with push and shove. Possessions, the motivation.
Tonight's celebration for me was recording a song where I, you know, like feature her in a lyric. I'd never done a song before.
Cordially invited to attend.
And I also wanted to turn the whole theater into the Church of Satana.
Held in the Church of Satana. The Peaches Christ. This is idol worship.
When I discovered Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, it was beyond anything I had seen before. Varla was just, you know, beyond anything as far as just being sexy and glamorous and powerful and violent. You know, she's beating up the kind of guys that were like messing with me. You know, like as a young, you know, queer kid, drag queen, sort of sissy, you know, it was kind of like, oh my God.
Enjoy Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. We'll see you next week for Sing Along Truth or Dare.
Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is endearing in part, I think, because of its plot.
3 fast-living women.
Led by one very tough chick
setting out to really get some money and, you know, have a good time.
And they drag race?
Wild women going through the desert and knocking off men one by one.
They come across a guy that they think is kind of a square. They pick on him, they kill him.
Let's kill as many motherfuckers as possible.
Go-go boots and violence.
It's all tips. There's a sign up there.
And karate.
What was it like working for Russ Meyer and making Faster Pussycat Kill Kill? Here you all were out in the middle of the desert. There was a 5-person crew.
Right, besides us.
Right, besides the girls. And so you guys were actually like moving equipment around and stuff.
We were moving cameras, lights.
I got a call from my agent. He said, I have a part for you. He said, and I said, well, what kind of part? And he said, oh, it's a good part. He says, it's with producer Russ Meyer.
So there was a rule that Russ had about no hanky-panky, is that true?
Russ came to me and said, you know, he said, I have this standing rule. He says, nobody fools around during the shooting of film. And I said, well, then I have to quit. And he says, what do you mean you have to quit? I said, because I cannot go without sex every day.
That is good information. That is fierce.
Here's the script. He says, I want you to read this. I said, okay. I said, give me an idea of what she's like. And he says, no. He says, I want you to give me an idea of what she's like. And so I read the script, and then I read the lines to him, and he said, oh, my God. He said, you are definitely Varla.
Like I don't beat clocks, just people. Want to try me?
He wanted to put me all in black, so I said, that's fine. He never told me we were going in the desert. I never realized that, like, Rosie and I were supposed to be lovers until Russ brought it out. You know, he says, no, she's going to be jealous of you. And I said, huh? And I said, oh, I don't know if this is going to pass the censors.
You want it big, real big.
Astonishing how work that was naughty back then is incredibly innocent now.
Me, Jane. You, Tarzan. Now, why don't you drop that tree you're holding and let's grab a vine and swing a little, huh?
And I think that these films now have such an innocent attitude towards sex that they're sort of irresistible. The naughtiness is in itself innocent.
Seems like an awful lot of action around here. Sounds like my motor being revved up, which makes twice today.
Now these films are tame. When Pussycat came out, it wasn't in the mainstream theaters.
Faster Pussycat comes out of sexploitation, but if you look at it now in terms of the movies that came after it, it also looks like part of the kind of female revenge genre. If Joe Esterhaus says he wasn't looking at Faster Pussycat when he wrote Basic Instinct, I think he's lying.
Thank you for being here. You're a really big inspiration to me. I'm a drag racer, and I always love this particular movie and the cars. And what I want to know is, did you guys really get out there and race the cars around and kick that guy's ass?
Well, I didn't do all the driving, but I did most of it. The ass-kicking was strictly me.
It's like watching a superhero. Her boobs were power.
She's threatening, she's dangerous, she's voraciously sexual, but at the same time she won't take any crap from anybody. The person who's talked about it a lot as a motivating influence is John Waters, and you can really see that. You know, someone who sort of picked up naughty where Russ Meyer left off.
John says, Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is beyond a doubt the best movie ever made. It is possibly better than any film that will be made in the future. Russ's Nasty Pussycats became a role model for all the characters in my productions, especially Divine.
Look pretty for the picture, Connie. That's it.
To Brian and Maria, I don't beat clocks, just people.
Signed it to Tracy, now pack a lunch.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I get you to sign my t-shirt like Peaches did?
Thank you.
To James, I don't beat clocks, just people. What's this word here? I can't quite make that word.
Tura Satana. And we're actually the same size, 38D.
Slept with Elvis.
To John? H-O-N or J-O-N?
Want to try me? Yeah, want to try me. Always. Tura Satana.
To Rachel, just remember to kick ass. Always, Tura Satana.
Everyone should be aware of the films of Russ Meyer. He's one of the greatest filmmakers of the 20th century.
I think in a way, cult films appeal to people who want to kind of gain membership into a particular circle, who want to join a sort of secret society of the movie. And that the kind of ritual for doing that is entering into the world of the film.
I don't necessarily remember like seeing the movie and thinking, I've got to write a song about this. But I think the next time I went to pick up my guitar, it had left me, you know, there was something kind of palpable there that was, it touched a nerve somewhere. I think being a curvy woman myself, I just identified, they've got big round hips and huge tits and there's something really tough about it. I knew that I would never buy a race car or Porsche or a motorcycle and actually go on a crime spree in the desert. But in song, I could do that. We're going to find that all roads lead to Faster Pussycat Kill Kill.
Certainly it's a film that has only become more and more interesting as time has gone by, and there's not many films you can say that about.
I love the line where the guy's looking at her, you know, cleavage, and she calls him Columbus. That, to me, is just so sassy, and it's the kind of thing drag queens try to emulate all the time.
You know, that's what I believe in. Seeing America first.
You won't find it down there, Columbus.